Imagine if you could just skim the oil. That would make things a lot easier, because as we saw after BP, everyone from celebrities to kids were giving ideas because what was out there just wasn't working. Some of the things that were being used were these big booms to try and contain the area, but I actually flew across this right after it happened in a military mission. This was a huge area and that just wasn't working. Only about 1/4 to 1/3 of the oil was ever captured, and then it just dispersed into the sea. The dispersants were pollutants as well, and they also used things like vacuums, but again, in a huge area that just didn't get a lot up. Still damage to the wildlife going on to this day. So a lot of technology since then, robots that can detect the spills before they happen, sponges to soak it up. But the new technology that we're talking about, look at with something like that's spilling. They were able to find in Wisconsin materials that could ward off the oils and coat things with oil repellents. So that can be used to separate the oil and water. And if they put it on a mesh material, then it will pass through the water but collect the oil. And that's kind of what it looks like, the oil sitting on that material out there. So that could be a huge benefit as they develop this sort of technology if something like this happens again. We don't want it to happen again, but of course even before this we had the Exxon Valdez, so these things do happen.
Sometimes it's the simplest things. I mean, that technology almost reminds me of when you're cooking chicken broth and you use sort of the meshing to skim it.
Yes.